Maskerase Mukase. Welcome to Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Bobo. Welcome to Prince Miller Entertainment TV channel. How are you guys doing? Mamukase Maskerase. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Follow us on Twitter. It's a P Miller ENT. By Instagram, the Repo. It's Prince Miller Entertainment TV. I'm also available on Facebook, Prince Miller Entertainment also. By Facebook on the Repo, Insta the Repo. By Twitter, it's P Miller ENT on Twitter. This is weekend special. Weekend special. We just want to talk about the current issues, what is happening in and around. So we take up on Facebook. So I'm gonna be bringing in a topic. Reality. Anyway, the first topic that I had today, and then I'm gonna open up my Facebook account. Comment in the comment section, and in the comment section. Like and share. Yeah, like and share our videos in the comment section. Tell in the comment section. Tell us, pa TV channel. I'm always welcome, to actually feedback in your manner. What can I change? What can I add? She's running a busy. She's running a edit. So talk to me in the comment section. So I'm just gonna look for a topic here to talk about. Yes, Chuguri is ordered to explain a source of wealth, and it's Augustine Chuguri. We all know what Chuguri. One of the most long-serving civil servant. Chuguri akatanga basa kudara. That man has been on that post here, police commissioner of Zimbabwe, of therapy, for the last maybe 25 years, 30 years. The man has been in power. I did a story some months ago whereby actually it was a live whereby it was reported that Bachuri Baka misused at 25 million US dollar, which was supposed to be used for police, and police supposed to be used for police things, and water, some other particulars a police. So Bachuri end up actually distributing Mario Muma companies, like what most ministries are doing, and tenda inongopuwa munhu anenga munhu kuti inenge hama yemunhu ari kupatenda, and so wacho kuti vakaswindle 25 million US dollar. So now vari kunzi zvoni vakwanise kuti explain kuti source of wealth yenyu makaiona kupi, because like him I think kuti zvoni Churi achingobva ku police academy akabva ngondo kupolice, saka hapana rimwe basa rimwe ravakashanda vachuri kunze kwekuve vari mupolisa. And so so it's one of those situations. I just hope kuti this is not just a thing yekuti vanongotaura then nyaya yekuzongopera yakadaro. Let's hope kuti Zak kana Izaki iri pachokwadi, kana Zaki vachiti zvoni ivo vari kufata corruption, they should arrest this kind of people like Chihuri and Ignatius Chombo. All those ex-guys, like even the current guys who are doing corruption should be arrested. And those guys should be arrested. Mari Zotorwa. Please, they must forfeit everything. Chawakatenga ne mari Zozo. But buildings, anga dzingave dzimba ngadzitorwe. Angave dziri motikari ngadzitorwe. Ngavatore zvinhu zvakazvitore zvobva zvatengeswa. Mari yacho yoiswa mugovernment. Mari yegovernment yacho inenge yaiswa government iyoyo yokwanisa kubatsira vanhu vari vulnerable. We have so many people who are dying by or of hunger na mari intokusa kutoshandiswa in a very good use kubatsira vari kutambudzika. So I wish kuti Zach would actually do their job pasina favor, pasina kuti anzi uyu ndewecard carrier A uyu ndewecard carrier B anditika corruption is corruption. And corruption is corruption. So let's hope Zach will actually do their work and arrest those culprits. So Katsande prepares for life after football. I mean, Village Katsande has been playing for Kaizer Chiefs for some time now, and age yake kuma 36 or so. So I could prepare for life after football, which is a very nice thing. I mean, these guys, they are actually privileged enough to play in South Africa, compared to what is happening in Zimbabwe. Takona ma players caps, but you end up kunotsvaga mari dzavo dzemapays and stuff. So life in Zimbabwe is a bit difficult. It's bit difficult, and for a person to actually get a team in South Africa, kuti unokwanisa kuenda kundotambira bhora rako South Africa, and if you get a chance to also go to America or Europe or Germany or nyika idzodzo dziri out of Zimbabwe, it's actually a privilege in a way kuti unokwanisa kuinvestawo mari yako into certain businesses. And we've heard so many stories of so many superstars vataiziva nguva yebhora who are actually struggling. Vari kutambura, vari kutotamburawo kutoti vari kutambura kuti havachakwanise kuisawo food on the table because of economic things zviri kuitika munyika. We all know kuti bond harisi kutenga, and bond pamangwana rinenge risina value. So to earn mari yako into bonds zvinhu zvokuti it's not really working. So Willard Katsande is actually preparing his life after football. Let's hope kuti akainvesta mari yake into certain other investment schemes in SA, in South Africa. So let's hope kuti his life after football will actually be a greater thing. And so nangocheka ndingotaura nayo topic ya Willard Katsande. So we all know kuti we all know kuti ED relax lockdown measures. Remember, tichiri pa level 2 of the lockdown, and in the informal sectors, I think I did the live yesterday about it. Informal sector now needs to register for themselves to continue trading. So it means kuti kana uchitengeso ma window frame ako uchigadzira pamba, you can now go out there kuendawo kuno register business rako kuitira kuti ukwanisa kupuwa tsamba yekufambisa uchinotsvagawo ma materials and stuff. So I think it was a good thing for ED to actually really look at informal sector, of which most people are really vari kurarama through kutengesa nokugadziro. Most people are now self-employed. So to actually see kuti ED really looked into it and actually put a measure into it, I just said, what, it was a good gesture for him to actually do that. So churches have already opened. Only the maximum should be 50, less than 50, Anika. So my churches are vorwa, and so many people can now practice social distancing out of my church. Vachikwanisa kuva vane ma-sanitizers kuitira kuti chirwere cheCovid-19 chisapararira zvakanyanya zvichitereka. So whenever you're going to church, you have to make sure kuti une kabhodhero kako ke-sanitizer bag, because you really need to actually protect your loved ones. Also make sure kuti ma-practice all those kind of things zvakanzi munokwanisa kuita kuitira kuti chirwere cheCovid-19 chisatekeshera ndito. So nyaya the story yainetsa panyaya Morgan Changira house yakunzi iyo harvest house. So Zim-I Facebook page right now, there's a letter which is coming from owners of Harvest House. There were so many publications for the last few weeks. People wachitaura kuti zvoni ndiani who owns Harvest House. Harvest House ndiani, who owns the Harvest House. Vamwe vakati ndichamisa, vamwe vakati ndamaikupe, vamwe vakati nditsvangirai owns the Harvest House, vamwe vakati Harvest House is owned by MDC, trustees. There was so much speculation of who owns the Harvest House. Ndio imba ikurwirwa na Mama Kupe, na Mai Kupe. I always want to call her Mama Kupe. Mai Kupe, who is MDCT, and Chamisa, who MDC Alliance. So what could be that Harvest House? So who really owns Harvest House? So the guy who owns it, who is the director, his name is Timothy James Neal. That's the guy who actually owns that building. He's the director. So I'm just gonna read this letter, and it's about Harvest House. So to whom it may concern, it is written 5 June 2020. Confirmation of the position of the directors of Harvest House Private Limited. So confirmation of the position of the directors of Harvest House Private Limited regarding the occupation of Harvest House Private Limited. So Harvest House Private Limited, that's the name of the company. So this guy is one of the directors. His name is Timothy James Neal, and his name is Timothy James Neal. I'm one of the 2 directors of Harvest House Private Limited. 44 Nelson Mandela Avenue, Harare. The other being Ian Muteto Makone. So two guys here. There's a Timothy James Neal and Ian Muteto Makone. I confirm that as the rightful authority of Harvest House, now also known as Morgan Tsvangirai House, the rightful occupants are the MDC Alliance. I've signed Timothy Neal, signed Timothy Neal James, director. So according to this guy, Timothy James Neal is actually saying to Johnny, MDC Alliance do are the rightful occupants, not what is this guy's about to rent out from this guy. So MDC Alliance are the rightful occupants of Harvest House, which is also known as Morgan Tsvangirai's house. And it's, so I want to read that later from the other guy who is also the director. His name is Ian Muteto Makone. And so 2 people are the directors of this war building between Ame Kupe and Nelson Chamisa. So it is also written 5 June 2020, to whom it may concern, Harvest House Private Limited, the company, owns a certain piece of land situated in the district of Salisbury, called Stand 856, Salisbury Township of Salisbury Lanes, measuring 892 square meters. Together with all buildings and improvements, they are known as Harvest House, 44 Nelson Mandela Avenue, Harare. 2. None of the MDC formations, by whatever name or description, own the property. Number 3. The company is not in occupation of the property. The MDC Alliance, since its formation, has been in undisturbed possession of the property with the permission and blessing of the company. MDC Alliance does not own the property. It is in occupation with the permission and the blessing of the company. The company expects that its property rights will be respected. It reserves its rights in this regard. So these guys are saying with Johnny, I think there's a mutual Parma according to this letter, they said MDC Alliance does not own the property. It is in occupation with the permission and blessing of the company. So the most valuable word here is blessing for the company. So it means there was an agreement since the formation of MDC kuti muchashandisa building which is Harvest House. So so at the end of the day, Amekupe will not occupy the building, because if the owners of the building are saying MDC Alliance do vanachimuti, and don't think that Amekupe can actually occupy the building because it seems as if the owners of Harvest House Barku Saidirana ne MDC Alliance. As we are busy fighting for the building, I always say this, I always say it more and more and more. Kudaumana tukurira building nema chairs, nema computers, but short battery. If 2023 is around the corner, 2020 is finished already. We are in June already. So soon it's gonna be December. Tato 2021, 2022, 2023 June election time. So we should be using our power. We should be using this whole energy. People on ground roots. One day, we are spending much money on my courts. To my courts. To spend the Malaga one, in fact, but my lawyers, spend my court, file application. But I say, you Mario could be using that money to actually fund my projects. Like I wonder my reserve, I to run my Kuwina 2023. So the whole building situation now, we now know the real owners of the building. The other guy is called Ian Muteto Makone, and the other guy is called Timothy James New. Actually, on those letters which are on Simba's ZimI, Panama stems are report. These are just letters. Welcome if you are just joining us. This is a special live with Prince M. I'm talking about current issues Rukitika in Zimbabwe at the moment. So I was just talking about MDC Alliance and it got Kuti. We now know who are the owners of MDC Alliance building Rawari Harvest House. Morgan Changirai house. So we now know the owners of that building. So if you're just joining us, you may watch it on replay. Once this video is uploaded on YouTube. But I was just talking about a situation with Takuzama owners, and I don't think it's only Amekupe MDCT. We actually occupied the building because the owners were only MDC Alliance, the one of my rights here. So we're gonna wait and see kuti kumberu kuzvikufamba sei kana kuti zvichafamba sei kumberu, because nyaya yebuilding yakanetsa last time, and we saw the army, the police. Effectively, the army did also refuse and say atinakuperekedza mapurisa kuenda kunobvisa vanhu that building. We were just enforcing the law. We were just helping the police kuita basa ravo. So we're gonna wait and see kuti mberi uku zvinenge zvakamira sei, guys. And it's about this whole nyaya yebuilding yanetsa. So subscribe to the channel, guys, and follow us on social media platforms. Twitter, we are on Instagram again. Facebook, we are there. It's Prince Miller Entertainment, and or P Miller ENT on our Twitter account. And it's gone. Weekend special with Prince M. So Mambo Duterere is to launch a new album. I'm just gonna read this. Let me just wait. You all know Mambo Duterere, one of the most popular guys. Music yao inofarwa hatu one day, and this guy he had a good success in terms of his upcoming. One time he was the viral guy, but everyone was listening to Mambo Duterere. So he's actually planning to launch a new album. Let me just read it here. Our gospel singer Mambo Duterere is going ahead with the plans to launch a new studio album in August, despite the coronavirus COVID-19 induced national lockdown, which has forced many local musicians to withhold their new music. We all know kuti COVID-19 yaforsa zvinhu zvakawanda. I remember Japreza akambopusha album rake akambopusha then akabanyasona kuti hapana kwandiri kuenda. So Japreza ended up actually launching his album online. It did well, it did pretty well. He had so many views on some of the of the videos. So popular for his Dare Guru album released last year, Mambo Dutere said he's going ahead with the release of, as his business is to preach the gospel to all corners of the world. I am not into music for money, but to preach the word. I have a message to deliver to the people during this period, hence I cannot wait for the lockdown to be lifted. Gospel musicians are called to offer hope to the troubled and the hopeless. Mambo Dutere said. Real name is Darlington Museta. Mambo Dutere is banking on online royalties. And I think I talked about Nyadzema royalties, like to put your music on all those social media platforms like Apple, iTunes, YouTube. You can actually capitalize. You can actually, monetization of your content. And you have so many people, but singing songs, this is much about business side of music. And music is like a business. And once you make a song, you put your song out there, you have to make sure kuti mari yako yadzoka iri yawaka investor to make that song. And remember kuti mukadzira music mune studio time, torabhadhara producers, bacha mixer, bachita art cover and everything. So once you make a song, there are so much things involved. So you have to make sure kuti you monetize your music kuitira kuti ukwanisa kuona chokwanisa kubatsira. So I know some people want to do just for a hobby, but mainly music is a business, guys. It's a business. We have to talk about music as a business. I've talked about Toki Vibes. Anyway, I'm going to talk about Toki Vibes situation. And he actually found himself in a very tight position whereby other companies actually selling his music on his behalf. But I don't think he had anything. But anyway, I'm going to talk about this. I'm just going to finish reading this Mambo Dutere issue. So after releasing the album, I can still make money through online royalties. We do not rely on live concert anymore, said the 28-year-old musician. Most musicians have put their music on hold, waiting for the government to lift the coronavirus induced national lockdown, hoping to capitalize on the official launch events. Mambo Dutere, who fellowships at St. John's Apostolic Church of the whole world, ventured into music industry in 2014. To date, he has released 3 albums: Dutere, Tamba, and Dare Guru. After releasing the Dare Guru, Mambo Dutere went on to collaborate with a number of musicians, including Matthias Mere and Sekalas, among others. His collaboration with Sekalas, titled Reurira, dominated local radio charts for weeks. Born and bred in Buruwe, Mambo Dutere walked the limelight after attacking self-styled preachers in his songs, including Chuya Ishe and Dare Guru, among others. He labeled them preachers motivated by the love of money as hustlers and wolves in the sheepskins. Mambo Dutere is one of the opinion that God's power is for free, and anyone who whistles it is a thief. Mambo Dutere is of the opinion that God's power is for free, and anyone who whistles it is a thief. So Mambo Dutere is gonna be launching his album in August. To those one Farah Mambo Dutere, he's launching his album in August. So anyway, Nyaya Toki Vibes, guys. I was saying with Johnny, there's this company called Jacaranda. These guys are saying market agreement and Togi Vibes. I think I did cover that topic, on Press Play. You may go and check it out on Press Play's episodes, and it's got the episode that got bata about Togi Vibes in Jacaranda Media. And there's a guy called Toro. His name is Charles Toro Goa Matanga. I think he's the owner of Jacaranda Media, and he's a guy who is based in the UK. And so what happened is that package agreement between, according to Toro, who is the owner of Jacaranda Media, package agreement between Togi Vibes and the company. But okay, we're gonna take your music. Toro is up online. Then wakawirana iyo 70% kuna Togi Vibes, 30% ku Jacaranda. That was the agreement according to what that guy Toro said on Power FM yesterday. Yesterday he actually sit down with Shamvari and Power FM 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock wakatara nyai. So I'm just gonna remember everything the guy said. So wakawirana 70% and 30%. So Togi Vibes was supposed to get 70% and this guy's getting 30%. But according to Togi Vibes, arikuti zoni hapana chakasaina. Arikuti zoni iye takaendesa music yedu kwavari because maiti varagadzira website, of which the guy Toro akaramba akati no, isusu hatigadzire websites. Isusu what we do is we actually promote music, we sell music. We are a distribution and publishing company. We are registered as a distribution and a publishing company. And for them to actually sell music here online, Vanning was told my particulars are Togi Vibes, which is his passport, his number and everything. Because nina anangwende anangwende kuno register music ya XQ kuna ya Wigidi. This na passport ya Wigidi ya jite. They will ask for his particulars, for his documents, so that I will be collecting whatever sales, whatever my proceedings are my songs are wingy dear. And you're quite first, then to distribute a wingy D. So I should take as well. I think I register music and moon passing my documents in Muna Raimba music. So these guys were now acting as they were acting on behalf of Togi Vibes. They were actually uploading music at Togi Vibes on his behalf, because Togi Vibes akawa to me a passport number akawa to me. Even there was an agreement evil between Toro and Togi Vibes. But Togi Vibes algoramba naye algozoni nini hapana agreement yanigeta now. So guys, there's someone who's here asutara chokwadi. There's someone else who is lying between Togi Vibes and this guy Toro. But anyway, my whole topic here is that as a musician, you should be able to actually register your music online. To register, royalties kwa wuri. So I don't see the reason why Togi Vibes angana team anganayo. Why couldn't he just register his own music? Why couldn't he just look for a person? Because it's easy to actually register yourself to a publishing company or a distribution company. It's easy. You could have just registered his music direct to the guys who are registered in this guy Toro near Jacaranda Media. So I don't see the reason why Togi Vibes didn't actually invest much on that part of music. But you are going to be a musician. Chako the music, my stages only. No, you as a musician, you should be able to write music, record music, and also handle the business part of music. Often utombosiya munhu achihandle business music, which is online music, because you need to know kuti uri kubhadhira mari pamashows, uchabhadhira vanhu vangani pamashows. You need to know kuti music yako iri paYouTube, mari yacho iri kufamba sei, because ndo pari kubva livelihood yako, ndo pari kubva mari yekuti unasa kuchengetawo mhuri dzako. I don't see the reason why as a musician you should let other people handle your finances. Wakaremarera man. Learn people, people should learn much about business, especially by music side, because there's a other way of making money. Like now, we are now in the lockdown thing now. I feel good to music, Mario online music should be covering the gap once my live shows. Of course, to my live shows, but there's more money to be made through my royalties, not just on radio, but also online. Unathenga music pa iTunes, pa Apple, unathenga pa Google Play. Pane mari papo. Once you buy a Turkey song there, Mario, you should be getting that money direct in your bank account. Not go to third party handle Mario, because once you put on a third party pa Mario, instead of to 10 rand yakadaro inonga kuona 5 rand yimwe Mario vanonga kutora iwo, but iwe vanonga vasina kushanda ipapo, vanonga kusenza vana havana chavakaisa pa music, vana vachakaungoita vakangokuregister chete, which you can do it. Guys, what I'm saying is which panyawe music haidi mukoronyera pakati, haidi chikoronyera pakati, haidi third party into it. You should be able to handle your business as a musician straight, pasina ma full stops and stuff. So I think I've talked enough about this. So to me, zvakuita kunge these guys vari kuita talki utsinye, but no, vasi kuita talki utsinye. These guys are just doing what you agreed on. Kana iwe wakabvuma 5 rand ndo vari kupuwa 5 rand iwe, even if wakazozoona kuti but still ndiri kupuwa 5 rand, but mari iri kuya iri $10, iri about 15 rand. Why are they giving me 5 rand? Because you agreed on that. Ndizvo makawirirana izvozvo. Let's educate ourselves. Kana usingazive zvebusiness mazuva you can just Google and you can just read and understand much about music business, not my shows, not music business, online music business, whereby you can register your music and get my royalties online through selling your music on iTunes and all other media platforms. So pakaiba guys, if you are just joining us, welcome to Prince Entertainment TV. This is weekend special with Prince and this guy. We are live today. We're talking about everything. We're talking about music. We're talking about Zvigitika in Zimbabwe. We're just talking about what's happening around here. I'm just reading my timeline, my Facebook timeline. The ndotora topic inenge iripo ipapo. So pakaipa guys, pakaipa. So subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter. We're on Twitter at @pmillerent, we're on Instagram at Prince Miller Entertainment, Facebook account is Prince Miller Entertainment again. Follow me on those social media platforms and this guy. So Torenis, this guy. Tell them in the comment section. This is weekend special. Maraba is now fine now. He's now recovering well. I just want to thank to all the people who actually chipped in and helped Maraba. I met Titi did help Maraba. He's now feeling well now, and that's a nice thing to actually talk about, because kana munhu apa that stage you pakaipa guys. So I'm so glad that Maraba is now doing well. He's now recovering well. So yeah, I did cover about Maraba. So we are glad that the man is actually doing well in terms of his of his health, his well-being. So the guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a blessed day, blessed morning. Guys, have a blessed day, and thank you for watching the channel. Thank you guys.